Bitcoin made here a next lower low on the 50-minute chart. Is trading now here around $108,000. Again, we have also talked a little bit more about altcoins. Get here a little bit more correction to the downside. Overall, Bitcoin closed the monthly return on August as expected in the negative way. Now, September, October, November are the important months here, especially for the crypto market. So definitely stick around because we have some other charts we have also talked about. So definitely stick around. So let's directly start here with Bitcoin in the 50-minute chart. By the way, if you're new to the channel, just keep a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel that you never miss out. One of the next videos I'm publishing here every day on the channel, even also do live tradings here. So definitely be part of our trading community. Here on the 50-minute chart, we got now a next rejection here on the 50 moving average. As expected, we are still in our downtrend here. Yesterday, we have been close before to flip the 50 moving average to the upside, but then get the harsh rejection here to the downside, made even also a lower low. So now we have a low here at $108,600, made the next low here at $107,400, and the lowest low here on $1,700, So expect, even also if this low is not holding, we should definitely have here our target here around the 200 moving average on the daily chart. I want to talk a little bit more here on the 50-minute chart because we see here right now a little bit more, because here on the 50-minute chart is a little bit more support came now in. So even we see here a little bit more support came in. We came from this move here to the downside, and it looks like we're getting here the next short confirmation here to the downside, which gave us the next target here around $107,000, what is also in alignment with our liquidation heat map. As we can see, a lot of liquidity is stacked here to the upside, but I want to mainly focus first of all on the liquidity down below. As you know already, the traditional market in the US is now closed, so the order book are a little bit empty. Market makers get it very easily to get this price in the direction we want to trade them. Because here on the 50-minute chart, or even we saw it on the 50-minute chart, if we're getting here the rejection of the 50 moving average in direction to the downside, expect also next lower low here on the 50-minute chart. And in alignment, also the liquidity is sitting down below. So for sure we have some liquidity here at $110,000, but for this one we definitely have to flip here a little bit more bullish. Break here also on the 15-minute chart, as you've seen here right now, our downtrend to the upside. We will talk later on the 1-hourly chart a little bit more about the downtrend, but mainly we have to focus here on the liquidity down below. There's one liquidity sitting here at $106,000, which would be like the short confirmation as we saw it here right now. And if you zoom a little bit more out on the weekly liquidation, then we can see the liquidity is even also down below up to $103,000. And I want to show you here exactly on the 1-hourly chart why the $103,000 is here so important for us. As you can see here on the 1-hourly chart, we are kind of in a downtrend here already. Have this high here, this lower high, even lower than our line here down below. So we can even adjust it something like this. See this one as a little bit more as a fake out, but I will keep it like it right now. I only will flip here bullish in the next couple of days or a couple of hours if we are finding here now a little bit more support on the, especially on the lower time frames, and getting the finally breakout of our supported or resistance line over there, and only get a breakout of our resistance line over there, which means also we have to flip our 50 moving average into bullish territory, what I'm definitely not expecting here in the next couple of days, because the direction seems here clearly to the downside. So as you can see, we came here from a down move, get short confirmation over there, exactly what we're seeing here. Next the yesterday also even the same. So I expect here definitely go here in direction of the 200 daily moving average. Even if we are getting a look on the 4-hourly chart, we can exactly see also our buy box down below here. So also here on the 4-hourly chart, we already broke here our, 200 moving average already to the downside. 200 moving average already to the downside, which means especially on the 4-hourly chart, the main EMAs are in top of us. So there is only the 200 moving average on the daily chart down below us, which gave us support down below there. The all other EMAs are in top of us, so which means we get a lot of resistance in top of us. Next important zone also when we're going here on the daily chart is, as I mentioned, the 200 moving average here between 102 and 105,000 US dollars, as I told you, in alignment, especially with our liquidations here. And there is also the point I will definitely open here a new long position. So I will not open a position exactly right now. I will just wait on the sideline, see what Bitcoin is doing here in the next couple of days, especially if we are able to get some support here now in the lower time frames, or will be going lower into the 200 moving average. It's nothing wrong with don't open a trade every day. Just wait for the perfect trade entry, and it could be already here around 103,000 US dollars. There I will open my new swing position, or even have my swing position still open on some other coins. But for Bitcoin mainly, I want to open a new swing position here when we're reaching the kind of level of 105 to 102,000 US dollars. I don't expect to break here under the 200 moving average. Maybe with a short liquidation wick here down below at 102,000 US dollars, but I don't see here any kind of move here of the 100,000 US dollar mark for Bitcoin. So this is definitely a swing position I want to take here. I do all my swing position on Bitunix. So just go in the video description there. Also find a link to our exchange here on Bitunix. Even you can claim your deposit bonus. But let's continue here in the chart, because the 103,000 US dollars, especially when we're going now to the weekly chart, and I extend here this support line a little bit more here and adjust it a little bit more to the upside, you can see clearly why the 103,000 US dollar mark is here so important. As you can see here, we have a lot of resistance from the previous high here in December sitting over there. So there are a lot of resistance over there. We see it here, especially on the weekly charts here on the wicks. And this is also here the next big support area here, especially on the this is also the next support area here on the weekly chart. As you can see, weekly chart, the 50 moving average is around 109. As you can see here on the weekly chart, we have the 50 moving average sitting here around 95,000 US dollars. I don't see a move here down below at 100,000 US dollars, because if you're getting here a little bit more continuation to the downside, also the 50 moving average will here turning a little bit more higher. Same goes also for the 200 moving average. So at least in this area, we definitely have to see a bounce back. Otherwise, yeah, the 50 moving average could be also like a next target zone. When we then look on our altcoins, we can see, yeah, also the altcoins get here a little bit more correction here to the downside. But when we're going here in the monthly chart of our altcoins, we can see that we're kind of good positions here on most of the altcoins, especially on Ethereum, also on some other coins, Polkadot, Link, doing here very, very good. Even also Ethereum is performing a little bit better than Bitcoin right now. And especially when we're talking about Ethereum, Ethereum is performing little bit more better than Bitcoin is doing right now. Here on the daily chart on Ethereum, we're trading here in our long range. So I expect here, we also talk here many times before about this channel. So as soon we're getting here in this box here right now between 4,500 and 4,300 US dollars, this is exactly the box where I can open next new Ethereum swing position. We can also see when we're going here on the 4-hourly chart that on Ethereum, we broke here our line here to the upside. So Ethereum performing a little bit more better than on Bitcoin. We got here this breakout to the upside. We trade already this breakout to the upside. My trade was stopped out in profit. So it was like 2% profit. I do it on this trade because I moved my stop loss here to break even. If you also want to take these trades with us together, just go in the video description there, find a link to our Telegram channel. There I was sharing yesterday our trade position here. As soon we're getting here the breakout on Ethereum. But also Ethereum is now here trading under the 50 moving average to the downside on the 4-hourly chart. Next support, what we can expect here, even also on Ethereum, if we are not going here and find some more support on Ethereum, would be here the 200 moving average down below there. So it means also we get like a proper retest of our resistance line over there, which is kind of very bullish for us, even if Ethereum will move here a little bit more lower to the downside. Because if we are getting like in the next couple of days, also here a move to the downside, expect here or I want to expect here a bounce here in direction of, in our range here, about $4,400, because then also the 200 moving average will trading here around, and this would be also the perfect entry here for a new long position for Ethereum. If we are not able to hold the 200 moving average here on Ethereum, expect also here a move to the 50 moving average on the daily chart. For the next trade scenario here on Ethereum, let's go also for the 15-minute chart. Then you can see it a little bit more closer. I will also remove some indicators so you can see it a little bit more better. So as you can see here right now, we're building here something like a supported area down below there. And even also on the 15-minute chart, which is kind of bullish for us, we are here in our uptrend. So as you can see here, we are not building here any lower lows as on Bitcoin. So we can adjust it a little bit more like this. So even also here, we found some more support. So even on Ethereum, I can expect here something like, triangle what we are building here right now. So we could break out here on Ethereum on this triangle, kind of like today. So especially in the next, couple of hours, to be honest. So we can see on Ethereum something like this trading here around, getting one more rejection to the downside and find here some support. If we're holding this support level down below here at $4,300 or $4,400, there you can get in a new long position, trade this to the upside, or even wait for the breakout here on the retest, and then target zone would be here around the top of our triangle around $4,430, and even a little bit low, a little bit higher here in direction of our main resistance area, what we are facing over there at $4,400. So as I told you already, I was stopped out on my position here as I entered. I think it was around here, kind of this level here. I was stopped out there. So I will also look for a new entry zone here for Ethereum. So there you have also next trade up for Ethereum ready. Last thing I want to talk with you is about Solana, because also Solana on the 4-hourly chart looking very bullish to me. Even we are respecting here our trend line to the upside, we didn't make here a lower low on Solana. So we got the perfect bounce over here. So we can flip this one now in support for us. So as you can see, we got the perfect bounce here, especially when we are drawing the line a little bit like here. So we got the perfect bounce here to the upside right now. We can for sure go also in the 1-hourly chart for it. And there you can see perfect bounce here on Solana, and the direction for Solana would be here also around, kind of like here the high of 200. We can adjust this also a little bit to get here also something like a triangle here on the chart. Something like here at $210, and as soon we are breaking here $210, expect here also a move here into higher levels. Target zone would be like here around, if you see this one as a breakout, would be here around $250 to the upside. So at least if you are getting also a breakout on Solana, getting the move here, we can trade this in direction of $250. This one is also more a swing position, so it's not a position you should enter exactly right now. Just wait here for the breakout. As you can see, it takes a little bit more time where we get maybe the breakout. So at least, like middle or end of the week or beginning of the following week, we can see here a breakout on Solana. But I want that you get prepared here, especially for the next trade here for Solana. But very important, it will be fall or climb all with Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin make here a next lower low in direction of $104,000, as we discussed in the beginning of the video, don't even think about it. The altcoins will making very hard party and climbing to the upside and explore like crazy. So even if Bitcoin getting here a little bit more continuation to the downside, even also some altcoins. Also altcoins will correct here a little bit more to the downside. But keep one thing also in mind, we have some more news data coming out this week. So the week is completely fully stacked with news. Today we have holidays in the US, so the US market will not trade here anymore. So the US market is closed, which could be already a little bit more bullish for Bitcoin, because we are able maybe to find here some support before the Nasdaq will open tomorrow. And then it gets followed by some other data on Tuesday, the PME data, also on Wednesday, the job openings from July, and also the non-farm payroll rates here in August will be published on Thursday. And also, as you can see here, there are also on Friday, also the unemployment rate will coming out. So a lot of data will be coming out this week. The next days will be a little bit more volatility came. So the next week, so in the next days, also the volatility will be getting more and more into the market, especially when the Nasdaq will opening also tomorrow. Expect here, some more movements here, especially on the crypto market and even also on the traditional market. And that's also all from the video today. And if you're new to the channel, give a thumbs up and even also subscribe to the channel that you never miss out the next coming videos. I will do also later in my evening time a live stream. And very important to be part of the live trades we're doing here on the channel later. Just go in the video description there, find a link here to Bitunics, make your account ready there, claim your deposit bonus, and then you are able later in the live stream to do all the same trades we're doing here on the channel. Link down below in the video description, and then we see us later.